Hi Sunita, good evening. How are you?
I am doing great. Hello, Vinita. Our name rhymes actually. Sunita, Vinita. That's a great thing. I just
Sounds
noticed.
great.
A lovely start of the session, I must say. So I'm doing
Absolutely.
great. After seeing you, definitely. You're a fresh face, and I love meeting new people every day. So, yes, feeling so excited about the session.
It's really a pleasure seeing you here, and you really look fresh as a daisy. And I really
Thank you.
want to appreciate this beautiful smile, this beautiful face, and this melodious voice. And it's indeed our first time meeting on this platform. And I look forward to our conversation today. What say?
Same here, same here. I'm so excited since morning. I've been excited since morning, I must say. So, yes, let's see what are we going to unravel in this session today.
Of course,
Right? So let
even
us start
I'm
with a bit
very
of introduction then. Mhm.
Definitely. So since this is our first time, of course, it may sound repetitive for the listeners and viewers, our introduction every now and then. But of course, it is important for us to connect.
Mhm. Right, right. I want to know a lot about you because I can see, I can learn a lot of things from you. Actually, I stumbled upon your video when I was trying to search your name on YouTube. I searched by Vinita English. So I stumbled upon your video and you were there on English Yari. So that made me even more curious to know about you.
Yes,
So, yes, please go ahead and tell me everything.
all right, definitely. So, Sunita, first of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity through this video to introduce myself. My name is Vinita, and people know me as Vinie. My students and learners, they fondly call me Dia Ma'am. That is how my channel's name is English with Vinie and Dia, both, right? And I come from a very small, beautiful, peaceful town, which is situated on the bank of River Narmada. The name is Narmadapura. It is named after the river itself, and it is in Madhya Pradesh, center of Madhya Pradesh. Academically, I am CA finalist, which is Chartered Accountancy, CS professional, that is company secretary, masters with economics, that is what I have done. Alongside, I hold public speaking certification. Professionally, I am a communication and spoken English trainer. It's been 10 years into teaching, more than 5 years in communication training. So I started my teaching journey back in the year 2014 when I was a chartered accountancy student. I used to teach CA students at that time, CA foundation students. Later, during COVID, my communication training started. And as you mentioned, that is the time when I came across English Yari, and I worked there for 1.5 years. It was a good start to my journey. And yeah, I have tutored around 5,000 students, 4,500 to 5,000 students so far, right from kindergarten, like kids, till senior citizens. That is my student category. Mainly, they belong to all the professions, chartered accountants, and army people, and people preparing for competitive exams. Most of the IT people I have as my students. Other than that, I am a travel enthusiast. I enjoy traveling. I'm an art enthusiast. I love doing art, and I love spending time in nature, yoga, meditation. These are my things. And this is most about me. And please tell me a little bit
Wow.
about you.
Definitely. First of all, I really apologize because my kids are around here and sometimes they are shaking the screen, doing a lot of stuff, but I'm just ignoring them right now. So, yes, it's definitely great to know that you're wearing a lot of hats and that's definitely inspirational. And you are a CA finalist and I was CPT qualified, just
Okay,
CPT,
so we have this
IPCC
in
failed.
common. Okay, no worries.
I think we started at the same time. You started in 2014, right?
I started teaching CA students in
Mm-hmm.
2014, whereas I started my
Okay.
CA journey in 2012.
All right. So I started my CA journey in 2014, actually. But
Okay,
then it didn't work out for me because I was not very studious. So that's why. And you need to be very studious. You need to be very hardworking and focused. So that was not my cup of tea. I realized over time.
Not only
So then
studious,
definitely. Mhm.
sorry to interrupt. Not
Yeah.
only studious, you have to be studious, dedicated, patient, and you should have that power, that resilience to sacrifice everything at least for 5 years.
Mhm.
At least, I'm
Mhm.
saying.
Right,
So if
right,
you
right.
have all of it, then go for it. Otherwise,
Mhm.
it's difficult.
Right. Actually, back then I was there in Jodhpur that time, Jodhpur, Rajasthan, and CA was craze there. In
Yes.
every house, you'll find that somebody is preparing for CA or somebody is already CA. Like that. You'll always find a person I mean, always find a CA in every house. So that
So
was a craze.
I had a lot many friends from Jodhpur, you
Uh-huh.
know,
And they
and
must
we
be
all,
CA.
yes, all of them are CA today.
Uh-huh. Right, right.
Yes, right.
So that was it. This is something my forgotten phase of life, but you reminded me that right now.
Okay, and
So
I'm so
yes.
happy to hear that we could connect at
Mhm.
this point also.
Right, right. That's so interesting. When you meet people, they somehow help us reflect on our past as well, right? Yes. So
Absolutely.
let me introduce a little bit about myself. So I'm Sunita Rawat. I am from Uttarakhand. I am mother to two boys and a content creator. I run two YouTube channels. The first one is Sunita's English Adventure, where I create vlogs in English, conversational videos, and some informative content. And the other one is Dear Listeners, where I create audio listening podcast for listening practice of learners. And I teach spoken English to beginners and intermediates. So that's all about me, I would say.
Amazing. So sorry I forgot to mention even I am a budding YouTuber, and most of my time these days is just into planning content, scripting it, then recording it, editing it, posting, waiting for views and subscribers. That is how these days it
Hmm.
is happening. So I am
Right.
new to this and I'm
Hmm.
absolutely ready and open to learn from many, many pro YouTubers out there. And one among
Right.
them is definitely you, right?
Hmm. But more than that, you're giving other people opportunity to learn from you because you're so experienced in both, I mean, professionally and personally, I would say. In every aspect, you're so experienced. So people are going to learn a lot from you. So they would definitely love to connect with you. I mean, after this session, I'm sure that you're going to get a lot of requests for conversations, for having sessions.
It would be a pleasure. Of course, after all,
Hmm.
Sunita, what is the main purpose? The main purpose is to serve, right? It would
Hmm.
be great even if one person can catch one word or one sentence or maybe one statement out of this conversation. It would
Right.
really add some meaning to our service and our job as. So,
Definitely.
yes,
And
that
I
is why.
also aim for the same.
Mhm.
Whenever I watch any video, I also aim for the same that at least I should learn at least a vocabulary, maybe an idiom, maybe an expression, and then I feel so content after that, you know. But if I don't get anything, then you feel so depressed that today you didn't learn anything, that happens,
Learning
right?
should be
So you have,
constant,
Mhm,
definitely. Yes.
right. So you have just started your YouTube journey?
Not really. It's
Mm-hmm.
been 11 months.
Mm-hmm.
And so initially, I was just into those short videos. And I was not at all into conversation videos, although I could see myself. Uh, sorry, so sorry for this background noise. And
Okay.
I could see myself on YouTube because a lot of YouTubers they used to have these sections, they used to record it
Mm-hmm.
and then upload it. So I used to see myself, but I never saw myself from this perspective. That means they used to upload it only on their channels, and I was never into conversation videos. For conversation videos, it is a new journey like that for me,
Mm-hmm.
for my
Right.
channel.
Right, right.
Yes.
One thing I want to bring to notice that, people have this misconception that when you are a beginner in YouTube, especially, that time you are always very anxious how many views you have gotten on the video you have uploaded, and you keep on checking, you know, every time whenever you pick up your phone, you keep on checking your views. But people say that over time you get used to it and then you don't check it anymore. You just upload the video and keep your phone aside. But let me tell you, that always happens. Like this time, my channel is growing really well. Touch wood, I would say. Because, we cannot even trust YouTube. This time it's going well, we never know, right? But when you get a lot of support from people, a lot of love, so you always wait for their comments, always wait for their likes and what's, attraction your videos are getting. You're always very excited, right? So this is something, this misconception I want to burst, that if you are a passionate YouTuber, I would say, or if you're really passionate about your work, you'll always be excited about it and anxious also at the same time, that how
Totally.
many views I've gotten, like that.
First of all, Sunita, I would like to congratulate you on your journey and this growth. And I just wish you all the best for future as well. Right.
Thank you so
Other than
much.
that, so Sunita, there is always one curiosity. So even I came across your videos and I saw that you belong to a place which is somewhere in the mountains, right? And if I'm not wrong, is it a small place or is it what kind of place is it? I would like to know.
It's a village actually. I live in a village in Chamoli district of Uttarakhand. So earlier I was living in city actually, but it's been around 1.5 year. I've been living here in my village, in my hometown.
Okay, so it's Chamoli. And what about your uh, days when it was your school time or college? What about
hmm
that? Was it done right from the same place?
No, no, no. My father was in army, so I have an army background. So we've been to many places, many Kendra Vidyalayas, I would say. So yes, I mean, when it comes to army, so you get to visit a lot of places, you get to visit a lot of schools, and you meet a lot of people in that journey. So that has been definitely something that has improved me overall in life. That has given me a lot of exposure. So I would say English came later in my life, but that exposure, that confidence, that was there a way back because of the exposure I've gotten in my life.
So you might have lived at various places, if I'm not wrong, because of this army
Yes.
background,
Right, right.
right? And
So
that
from
definitely,
north, hmm
sorry, yeah,
right. I have been to North India places as well, then East and West, but never to South. So
okay.
that South area, something I want to explore very eagerly.
So is that regret still there in your heart or no? It's
hmm
just longing you have.
hmm It's just a longing, not a regret, because of my father's grace, I've visited so many places. So that's definitely something I should be always grateful for. But yes, this is one desire I would say for visiting places, and I definitely want to visit South for that matter because it's definitely beautiful when we see it on TV, on YouTube, on screen. So there are a lot of coconut trees, beaches. I've never been to beaches at all. So just a new thing for me, just want to discover these things.
So I have 50% students from South, right?
Okay.
And when you go along with them, that means when they continue with you for long, you quite become like a family to them. So it's not just their professional achievements or their learnings they share with us. Sometimes they do share their personal things. Let's say if any one of them is just traveling across, so they keep showing those places to me. So I remember days back, there was one learner of mine from Kerala, and there are many from Kerala. So, what he showed me early morning, he was on his bike. So, he stopped somewhere just to attend the session, right? And what I could see, so he told me, ma'am, I would like to show you something. And he told me so casually, Sunita, that day, that I was like, okay, he might be showing something ordinary to me, like those palm trees, coconut trees, and maybe something like that. You won't believe what he showed me. It was early morning. I was not completely awake, I would say, not completely energized. But But what he showed me, I was numb for a few seconds. And I was like, how can he show me this thing so casually? Like it was absolutely picturesque. It was something extraordinary. I cannot really put into words that waterfall. It was a waterfall, and I can't really recall that name, but it was such a beautiful waterfall, a famous one. Maybe people from Kerala they can name it easily. Even he
Mhm.
told me the name, but when he showed it to me, I clicked at least 5 pictures right from the screen itself, virtually itself, and it was so beautiful. And he told me, ma'am, we are surrounded with places like this.
Mhm.
It's like usual thing. And he said, okay, ma'am, so I'll be booking my hotel right with. And for days, I kept imagining how what kind of experience he is going to have staying close to that waterfall, having that view in front of him. So Kerala is amazingly beautiful. It is God's own
Mhm.
country, and it is a must visit, I think. Although I
Right,
haven't
definitely.
been, but it is,
Hmm.
yeah,
But still, you have seen that. And I would
yes,
say, like, here also, the beauty is mesmerizing. We take it for granted because we see it every day. It's nothing new for us. But when outsiders come here, the views are breathtaking for them and they appreciate it a lot. But we can't because we are used to it, right? But when we go out, maybe when I will go to Kerala, I would definitely appreciate the beauty, something that I've never seen before, right? But it's not, this feeling is not same for my place actually because it's a usual thing.
that is how we keep taking places for granted. So what I think is I think this is what I simply think. I take it for granted. I think MP hasn't got good views or maybe good hill stations. I think like that. But I used to have my English teacher. She was Bengali, and she was someone who kept traveling throughout her life till the time I met her. So she used to tell me that the kind of greenery I have seen in this state, I have never seen anywhere. And I used to be in absolute shock. How is it possible, ma'am? You have been to all the northeastern states and northern states, and then there is Chandigarh. She was from Chandigarh. How can you appreciate my state like this? Like I haven't seen such a lot of greenery anywhere else. But yeah, we often start taking things for granted, and
Mhm.
that is how you mentioned you are
Right.
from Himachal, right?
Right. In Hindi, there is a proverb, "Ghar ki murgi dal barabar." So it's the same thing.
Absolutely. It
Right.
is. It is.
I have also been to Madhya Pradesh. I have done my MBA from there, from Gwalior. Right. So I must say there are a lot of fascinating forts there. I'm really very fascinated about forts actually. So that's something. Uh, I would say it's a highlight of Madhya Pradesh for me.
Yeah. Yes. So Gwalior
Hmm.
is having that famous fort, Sindhyas.
Right. Gwalior, Jhansi.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? And
We,
Indore is also called mini Bombay, I guess, or
Bombay.
something like
Yes.
that. I have
Mini
never been
Bombay.
to Indore, but
Yes.
I heard that. So there are
Indore.
there are a lot of famous things there as well.
Yes. Indore. You might be very well aware. It is eighth time the cleanest city of India. This year, somehow, I'm disappointed, disheartened to know that it is no more in the list. But Sunita, I completed my chartered accountancy course from Indore itself. I used to study there. So at that time, it wasn't that clean. People lacked that sense of keeping it clean and hygienic. But now, if you go at this point of time, if you visit Indore, I am talking out of my experience, which I had just last week. Last week, I was in Indore, and you won't believe both I and my partner, we were on that hunt. So I was telling him that people keep asking me, ma'am, how uh, Indore can be always at the top of the list. Sunita, am I audible?
Yes, I hear you.
Sunita, can you hear me?
Yes, now it's fine.
Okay, all right. So there is always this curiosity in people that, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
how is it at the top of the list? Could you please elaborate? How seven, eight times? How can one city be at the top? So there is a lot of curiosity in people. So this time when we went, we specifically went in the interiors, like the busiest areas of the city, like those old markets where we were expecting to find a lot of filth and dirt and a lot of trash. But to our surprise, we couldn't find not even bits and pieces, nothing. So it is that clean, Sunita, and it deserves
Mm-hmm.
that uh, tag and it deserves that title of being the cleanest city.
Wow,
So
that's so nice, and you must be taking pride in this, telling people.
yeah. This time,
Nice, nice.
this year, I think it is eliminated from the list. This
Mm-hmm.
time, Bhopal is there at number two,
Mm-hmm.
and
But still, Madhya
Ahmedabad.
Pradesh.
Yeah, Madhya Pradesh. It
Uh-huh.
is. I
Right.
think Indore deserves, Sunita. If you will visit
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in future, sometime in
Mm-hmm.
future, you'll find it really clean. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I could compare
Right,
it
right.
because I was there in the year 2015. So it's been a decade, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if
Right.
I compare Indore at that time to Indore today, it is developed not only this in terms of cleanliness, but also tech industries and a lot of development is taking place over there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right,
it is
right. I
worth
heard
a
about
visit.
it a lot, but
Mhm.
now when you said so many good things about Indore, Bhopal, so I'm definitely going to visit there once, right? There is one more interesting thing about Madhya Pradesh, that's Chambal Ghati. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen Chambal Ghati? Maybe while traveling through train,
Yes.
traveling by train, no?
Yes. Yes.
So what are your views about that? What feeling you get when you pass by?
Okay. So I have my relatives from Gwalior, Jhansi, and there are small towns called Ditya, Dabra, if you know, right?
Yes, I know. My friends were from there.
So I have a lot of relatives, all my relatives. So as I told you, I was in Indore last week. So those I had my relatives accompany me, and I was in the same discussion. I was discussing with them about this Chumbal area, how it is, because whenever I get to hear this name, there is some kind of terror inside me. Right?
Same here.
So I was asking them, like, is it still the same, like how it used to be?
Hmm.
So they said, no, no, now things are different. Now you won't find those things anymore. It might be there, maybe in absolute core interiors, but not openly it is happening. Like people used to carry guns openly and those
Hmm.
sharpened, what you can say, knives and all these things.
Uh-huh.
Now it is no more there. But
Right.
you never know.
Yes. I mean, people say all that things, but your mind don't agree to believe those, that happens. I also used to travel by Shatabdi Express. That's quite safe, but still, I used to get afraid whenever, our train would pass by that Chambal area. I would always, look here and there as if something is going to happen, So that
Yes,
kind of feeling. But it was
yes,
definitely something exciting. When you go to places, you always get, different kind of feelings. So it was a feeling of terror and excitement, and you don't get it anywhere else. So that's
yes,
something special again.
absolutely. And you should give yourself or you should reward yourself with a bravery award, right? For staying
Right,
and
right.
passing through those areas for a long, long time. And
Mm-hmm.
it builds you. Honestly, I think
Mm-hmm.
it builds you up in some way or the other. It helps you overcome those fears and build up
Mm-hmm.
that confidence. I think that. So
Right, right. That's definitely true. I used to travel by train alone, and that also helped me build up that confidence, right? And build up that communication skills as well. You know, what to talk, what not to talk, how much to talk, and everything, how to sit, how to stare, and everything, everything
totally,
it teaches you.
how to safeguard yourself mainly, right?
Right.
Amidst that,
Safeguard yourself at the same time. Don't look weird. You don't even want to look weird. You want to be open with people who are sitting right beside you or maybe across you. You want to talk to them, but you have to be in your limits, right?
which is important. You should know
Mm-hmm.
where to stop, how much to speak. So the number of words, the weightage, it should be clear, right? You cannot
Mm-hmm.
be
Right.
overly talkative, but specifically when you travel, because I can't really undermine people who are extroverts. Even I am an extrovert, but Sunita, it's really important in general also, not only while traveling. It's really important to understand how much to speak and where to stop. This is
Mm-hmm.
something which plays a vital role in our
Mm-hmm.
entire journey, and it shows your personality.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something which I think
Right.
is absolutely important,
Definitely.
right?
And this is something that you have to learn no matter what, right? If being a human, not only girl, being a human, you need to learn these life skills.
Totally. And because
Mhm.
people sometimes when they speak, they are overly talkative. What happens is initially you may like them, but later it may start becoming monotonous, or you may just start maintaining distance. This is what
Right.
happens.
At first, you feel so good that somebody's giving you attention, but later on, they become creepy. Then you realize I shouldn't have done that.
Totally.
That happened with me, and these are the experiences in life, by which you learn things, what to do and what not to do, right?
Yes. So, I mean, we are having a good conversation, right? It is a mixture or maybe a khichdi of everything where we are able to speak
Right.
about so many things. And I'm so happy. I'm
Uh-huh.
just enjoying it. You can see how much I'm laughing and enjoying it, right?
Same here, same here, same here. I didn't expect that it is going to be turned up like this because we were expecting to talk on a topic, but then natural conversations are best, I would say.
Absolutely. And I see people, at least as per my experience, Sunita, so if you will give any topic to someone, they'll be able to present it. But when it comes to this casual daily conversations, they often lack. They lag
Hmm.
behind. So I think this everyday conversation should be something which they should prefer, and they should prefer watching, learning, practicing. This is really important.
Right,
So
right. I am on the same page as you on this because when you want to excel your daily life conversation, then speaking on just topics would not help you, right? Because you are restricting your area, your horizon. You need to widen it, right? And you can give equal weightage to both real life conversation and topic based conversation, right? So when you do these two things parallelly, you're definitely going to excel in this field overall, communication field overall, right?
totally. And when you speak comfortably when it comes to daily conversation, I believe you start sounding more natural. And when you speak on any specific given sophisticated topics, then it is like a scripted speech, more like a scripted speech.
Mm-hmm.
So, being in that comfort zone of speaking naturally when it comes to daily conversation, it is really important. And this should be the first thing you should enhance with, or you should learn. So, that is important. I believe he's your
Mm-hmm.
kid.
Yes, he's my little one and he has just woken up.
Oh my God. He's such a beautiful boy, I must say. Not just handsome, he's beautiful.
Uh-huh. He has very, groomed eyebrows. I used to look, my eyebrows were just like this, but now they are groomed and very, 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 is again stuck.
Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, now. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, you were telling something. Please continue.
I was saying that people took him as a girl actually because of his eyebrows. They're so well groomed
Well shaped.
naturally.
Yeah.
Right, well shaped.
Yeah.
That is why.
So he'll be turning.
Okay,
He would turn out to be a beautiful, handsome boy, right?
let's see.
Yes.
Right, right, right.
So
For
Sunita,
mothers, their kids are always beautiful, no?
always beautiful, always, definitely. Oh my,
Right, right.
and we can never differentiate the beauty on the basis of the color you have or anything else. So it cannot be done on
Definitely.
that basis. So yes, Sunita, and I think now since of course I don't want to wrap up this session today, and I would like to speak more and more, but we will have to restrict it right here because of the other commitments we have today, and
Right, right.
we will have to wrap it up. But I'm sure this is just a beginning, right?
Definitely, definitely. You have a vibe, you have an aura around you, I must say. So I feel like talking to you forever and I'm not going to leave you.
So I would like to
But before we
mention
wrap
one.
up,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
please.
please, please, please.
No, I was just I wanted to appreciate you actually for your pace. You speak with so much of calm and poisonous, I would say. And I feel like I'm racing. My thoughts are racing. My speech is also racing. So, any suggestion from your side to maintain the pace that you have, like get the same kind of pace?
Okay. So, Sunita, this can really be a good topic anyway to be discussed in the next session, but I'll be giving little tips and tricks right here. So, what I think is, since you might have noticed that I speak slow, right? My pace is slower. So, what happens is when we speak slow, when our speed is little slower, you get a lot of time to prepare yourself. That means when you are just going with the flow, with a speed that is too fast, you just keep on speaking and you don't even know what you are speaking. But when you are slow, you know very well what you are speaking. And your speech seems to be more structured as compared to others who just go with the flow and speak too fast. So, this is something which makes a difference. And I think this is the difference. And even I would like to
Right. I've
appreciate
noticed
that.
that different. That's why I appreciated it and I want to gain that kind of pace actually.
You already have that. I don't know
I
why
don't know.
you
I
are.
feel like I'm racing.
No, no, no. So you have got a wonderful pace. And of course, there is no end to learning. We can learn from each other anytime and every time. So there is no harm in that. And if you find this is something you should learn, so there's no harm in that, right?
Right, right.
And we'll
Definitely.
be wrapping up the session. And as you talked about aura, so I would like to quickly mention one incident before we wrap this up. So just yesterday, I went for buying one perfume. Okay. I don't know why I'm sharing this, but this is something interesting. So I'm sure you might be very well aware of it. I just came to know about it yesterday. That is the reason I'm sharing it with you. So while I was buying it, actually they were making it right on spot as per your choice. Like they had 70 flavors, and you could choose as per your taste, sweet and soft, mild or rosy, whatever you want. So I got a blend of three out of them. So they insisted me to buy attars. So you know what is attar? Itra, we call that,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Mm.
So I said, no, I would like to go with perfumes. So I said, why are you mentioning this attar on repeat? Or how is it even going to value? So they said, attars they they have got a specific technique to apply like this. And when you apply those attars, your aura is enhanced. So when you go and meet people, they get attracted towards you. and I found it quite interesting. Although I didn't buy, but I got to know this right yesterday because they
Uh-huh.
mentioned that this is something which is related to Lord Vishnu. And
Okay.
yes, and it helps you enhance your aura. So I'll try it sometime in future. And if that happens, I would like to
Mm-hmm.
promote those authors definitely for people who are willing to
Mm-hmm.
enhance their personality, their aura, their vibrance. So like
Right.
that. So this is a
Right. But
simple incident.
it happens that,
Hmm.
yes, it happens that when you get to know about something like this, that something logical or something that has
Hmm.
mythological value. So when you apply that, when you spray that ether also, that automatically builds up your confidence because you
Absolutely.
feel like I have sprayed it today, so people are going to attract it towards me. You already feel that, you already believe in that,
Yes.
right?
You
So
have
these
that
things
belief.
also,
Yeah. So
right,
here
right, right.
we will be wrapping this session up. Why? Because time won't permit us now. And
Mm-hmm.
Sunita, it was an absolute pleasure meeting you today and joining this session with you. And I look forward to many more sessions. And let's keep
Yes,
adding value
likewise.
to all of our learners and viewers. And hope this video adds a lot of value to their journey of speaking. All right.
I'm sure, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Have
And I also had a whale of time with you and looking forward to meeting you
same.
again.
Have a great evening. Bye bye. Hope to see you soon.
Bye bye. Have a great
Thank you
day.
so much.
Bye. Take care.